Welcome back again in the topic synthetic fiber and plastics. Yesterday we have completed about synthetic fiber. This is a complete revision of the synthetic fibers. So rayon, nylon, polyester, acrylic, PET, all these synthetic fibers we have seen yesterday. So what I have done, I have collected their properties and their uses in one go on one sheet of the paper itself. So this will be helpful for you. Of course, I am sending the PDF. You can take the snapshot or you can just note it down. When you write it down, things will become easily, remembered. Fine. So it's better to note down these all things. Okay. So rayon, it is also called as a artificial silk. So that is written there so that you can remember it. It's of course made from the pulp. So how it is made in the beginning, then it is its properties. So shiny, durable, it's cheap, and of course it can be dyed with multiple colors. So dress material, bed sheets and carpets can be made out of this. If I mix it with the cotton, it is used for bed sheet. If I mix it with the wool, it will be used as a carpets, as well as in medical it is used to form a bandage and all. Nylon is strongest of all these synthetic fibers. Nylon is strongest, so it's lightweight, shiny and durable, water resistant. So it is it has got a lot of uses, versatile uses this nylon has got. So all those uses are collected there. It is fully synthetic, other than rayon all are fully synthetic, so I did not mention that here in this. uh, Nylon is also called as a polymide. Polymide in sense it is polymer of amide. Okay, polymer. What is polymer? It's a very important concept. So please make sure that you know the polymer. Okay, it is there before this slide. What is polymer? Then is polyester. The popular polyester is terylene. Okay, the terylene is one of the type of polyester, let me tell you, and it's very much popular. So whatever we use is nothing but terylene we use as in form of a polyester. Okay, it's of course made up of ester. It's also, that's what the polyester is of course a petrochemical. So it's similar to nylon but softer than the nylon. So it is more famous in textile industry. If it is mixed with the cotton, it is polycot, or mixed with the wool it will be polywool, or terrycot or terrywool also it can be called as. Sari, shirt is polycot, or terrycot, and suit is nothing but terrywool. Sails, water hose pipes, and then belts, conveyor belts and all is made up of this particular one. Musical strings and all that can be made of nylon. That I forgot to tell you. Musical strings and then musical instrument strings, or maybe racket strings are made up of nylon because it's strong. Similarly, then we have acrylic. Acrylic is like a wool itself, but it is lightweight and cheap than the wool. It's of course durable and water resistant. So it's a best replacement for the wool. So all wool uses nothing but is like a wool itself. PET, polyethylene terephthalate. So terephthalate, polyethylene terephthalate. You have to remember this word, polyethylene terephthalate. It is like a plastic itself. Of course, it can be even considered as a fiber. It can be made into fiber as well as plastic. It's of course a transparent and it's strong. So it is the best replacement for the glass. So I can say your scales and all, the plastic scales are made up of PET. Okay, got it. Even sometimes some bottles are made up of PET, or some jars are made up of PET. Okay, so some container, disposable containers like available in the jeweler's shop are of course made up of PET. So that's it. So I hope you got a complete revision of what we have done in the last class. So let's start about plastic. Let's not waste our time because this is something that what you already know. Only thing is that some new concept will be insisting on this. The plastic is also a synthetic fiber. So see, if I would have added one more column and if I would have written plastic, then it is not a wrong thing. Okay, but because plastic is also one of the synthetic fiber only, remember that it is synthetic fiber, of course. The plastic may have the linear arrangement like this, as it is shown here. This is called as linear arrangement, and this is called as a cross-linked. Okay, so the molecules present in the plastic can be arranged in a linear arrangement, in a straight line, in a straight line, and whereas it can be even a kind of a cross-linked arrangement, so that it becomes very strong. You must have observed that the plastic, there are variety of things available of the plastic ropes are available, plastic chairs are available, isn't it? Plastic is flexible, sometimes plastic is strong, sometimes plastic is brittle, sometimes plastic is, molded, sometimes if you heat the plastic becomes soft, and sometimes if you heat it it becomes black. So there are so many different types of plastic you must have observed. We are going to observe only two types of plastic here, that is nothing but thermoplastic and thermosetting plastic. There are the two types of plastic we are going to understand in this particular topic. Thermoplastic means the plastic which can be remolded uh, into different shape after heating it. So when the plastic after heating becomes soft, it is thermoplastic. And the plastic which don't get soft after heating is called as a thermosetting plastic. For an example, if you take a mug, jar, or something, bottle, your mineral water bottle, if you melt it, it will become soft, right? Or if you put hot water in it, it is going to become soft. Those are made up of thermoplastic. And thermosetting, like suppose imagine if you take switch is made up of thermosetting plastic. So once if it is set, once if it is molded, you cannot recycle it. Okay, you cannot again remold it, you cannot again heat and remold that. So that is called as a thermosetting plastic. So let's understand it one by one. Thermoplastic, what is thermoplastic? It becomes soft after heating, is nothing but called as a thermoplastic. This plastic of course can be remolded into different shapes and can be recycled as well. It is flexible and you can bend it without breaking, you can bend that without breaking, isn't it? Polythene is one of the most popular thermoplastic. Polythene bags you must have heard about. Okay, and polyvinyl chloride is PVC pipes and all. These are the best examples of thermoplastics. Okay, polythene you must have observed, right? You must know about it, polythene bags and all. So it is actually polyethylene basically. So it is of course a plastic. Can you tell me why we should not put a hot water in a plastic bottle? Yes, because it is a thermoplastic. The plastic bottles are thermoplastic. When you put a hot water in it, there's a chance that it might become soft. It might become soft. So it is quite dangerous, and there can be leakage of the water as well. Therefore, we should not put hot water in the plastic bottles. Clear? So thermoplastic के properties क्या क्या होती है? Let us understand thermoplastic. You can see the example of thermoplastic here down. So thermoplastic are non-reactive. Of course, that's the reason plastic is most popular material for storing. So it is non-reactive. It won't react with anything like a glass. Glass is another substance which won't react with anything, but the glass is not durable. So plastic is something which is durable as well as non-reactive. इसलिए this plastic has been most have become more popular for storing and all, especially in kitchen or maybe in chemical industries or somewhere. The plastic have become more popular. It's of course durable and don't conduct electricity and heat as well, and it is flexible. Of course, it is flexible. So these are the reason why plastic is very popular. Uses of thermoplastic, of course, you have seen down there: insulation of the wire, plastic containers, comb, toys, and plastic bags, polythene bags, chair, all that. Okay, these are the simple examples of thermoplastic. We know that, isn't it? Thermosetting plastic. Now, thermosetting plastic are what? These are the plastic which once get set, once it is molded, then again you cannot heat it to become soft. You cannot do that. So it cannot be remolded. It can be molded, but it cannot be remolded into different shape. Okay, it cannot be remolded. Once it is set, you cannot remold it. But yes, it can be molded in the beginning before setting. Before becoming setting in sense becoming hard. Before becoming hard, this plastic can be molded. Okay, so as we cannot remold it, it is difficult to recycle, and there are two types of such thermo setting plastic. One is bakelite, and second is melamine. Bakelite and melamine. These are the two thermosetting plastics. Okay, two types of thermosetting plastic. So let's see what are these. Bakelite, bakelite भी बोलते हैं उसको, bakelite and melamine. तो बेकलाइट जो टाइप ऑफ थर्मो सेटिंग प्लास्टिक है, इट इज़ पोर कंडक्टर ऑफ हीट एंड इलेक्ट्रिसिटी, इट इज़ ऑफकोर्स ऑफ द प्रॉपर्टी ऑफ द प्लास्टिक एंड इट इज़ यूज फॉर मेकिंग स्विच एंड ऑल. तो आपने जो देखे यहाँ पे स्विचेस जो है, यहाँ पे देखो स्विचेस जो है, दीज आर मेड ऑफ बेकलाइट, राइट. And melamine is very much versatile and it resists the fire. That means it won't catch a fire. So basically it is used for tiles and all, or maybe utensils like kitchen utensils like this, or maybe handles of different utensils. So this melamine is used for that. Okay, next one. तो चलो यहाँ पे ख़त्म हो गया आपका टॉपिक, बट थोड़ा सा एनवायरनमेंट का बारे में देखना है. प्लास्टिक एंड एनवायरनमेंट इज ऑफकोर्स रिलेटेड, तो उसके बारे में देखते हैं. धीरे स्लोली विल गो अहेड एंड इट्स अ सिंपल थिंग. प्रॉपर्टीज ऑफ प्लास्टिक. तो बेसिकली वाई प्लास्टिक हैव बिकम so famous, so popular. It's chemically non-reactive, poor conductor of heat and electricity, easily molded. You can mold it easily, at least in the beginning before setting. And cheap, of course, easily prepared in the industry, and lightweight, strong, durable. So there are so many properties that the plastic have become popular, and we are using it every now and then. Now also you must have at least touched one of the plastic around you. Let us study this particular table. I want you to understand this table. Check karo. This is the type of waste that what we throw, and the time it takes to degrade. So degrade in sense to reduce it to some simpler substances. Degrade vegetable, fruit, and all other organic stuff. It takes 1 or 2 weeks to degrade. Okay, so it is of course a biodegradable. What is it biodegradable? We will study in the later stage, and you must have understood about biodegradable, but still we'll study about it. Paper, it takes almost 10 to 30 days. Cloth, cotton cloth, it takes few months. Wood, it takes few years. Woolen cloths, it takes a year, of course a year. Tin, aluminium, and other metal cans, it takes several years, like 100 years, 500 years, and we can call that as a non-biodegradable. Let me tell you, metals are non-biodegradable. Plastic bag, of course, it is several years it takes. Rather, I don't know, we will be alive to see the garbage or the waste thrown by us is getting degraded. We won't be alive to see that. So the several years it takes to degrade a plastic bag, and of course it is non-biodegradable. So let's know what is biodegradable and non-biodegradable. So you must have understood till this time. The material which get decomposed through natural processes like action of bacteria and all are called as a biodegradable, and the material which do not get decomposed easily by natural processes we call as non-biodegradable. So very simple. Non-biodegradable substances are not environment friendly, like a plastic, glass. Of course, glass is also non-biodegradable. Even a can in sense metal. All the substances, all things which is made up of metal, glass, and plastic are non-biodegradable, which you will find as it is. Then what is the issue with non-biodegradable substances? What's the issue with that? It's okay if it is non-biodegradable, but no. As plastic is non-biodegradable, the garbage of the plastic, as it is not getting decomposed, it will be accumulated in the environment. It will be rising up in the environment. The concentration of the plastic will be more in the environment. And the wide use of plastic bags and small containers blocks the drainage system, and it spoils the complete environment of the cities and even other residential areas. The plastic bag, sometimes it is consumed by the animals, and that gets choked in their body, and of course that causes a severe death or a painful death. This waste, in case if you burn it, then also what happens is it produces a lot of poisonous gas which are again harmful to the environment. Disposable plastic means the plastic which is used for the parties, or maybe especially for the traveling and all, those kind of small plastic things. Disposable plastic, like plastic spoons, plastic cups, plastic plates and all, or maybe plastic carry bags. So many different even the plastic Knife which is used for cutting birthday cakes is also a kind of a disposable plastic. So these are the disposable plastic which are just once used and thrown away, are again a great or the major problem for the environment, and which is very very difficult to recycle. So this is what the plastic is actually basically troubling the environment a lot, and that environment of course we are the part of. So basically the plastic thrown by us is again reverting back on us, and it is going to become a problem for us only. So what can be the solution for the plastic? तो प्लास्टिक का सोल्यूशन क्या हो सकता है? The best solution is following 5R principle. What is 5R principle? Reduce the use of plastic. Reuse. If you use it, you again and again reuse the plastic instead of throwing it. Recycle. Push your plastic for recycling. Recover. Recover in sense, whatever the plastic waste you are already thrown, let us cover it up. Let us try to remove it from the environment and reuse it. Refuse it. Refuse the plastic waste. Refuse the plastic waste. That means one plastic convert into another one. Okay, not just recycling it, but you can have a creative way of using your plastic, your non-recycled plastic. So what this 5 principle is, the things are written here. We should not throw the plastic covers, especially wrappers of chocolates and all your chips bags and all. You should not throw it in the water bodies or on the road. That's one thing, so that it won't go into the drainage system. It won't be consumed by the animals. We should reuse the plastic containers. Whatever plastic containers you may be getting from, or you must have got it from the hotels and all, those plastic containers you must, hotels or maybe sometime in the Domino's or sometime through the MACD, you get some plastic containers. Those plastic containers should be reused again. We must separate the plastic waste and must insist for recycling. So all the plastic waste we should separate. Let us not throw it like a garbage out in the waste, in the dustbin. Rather you should keep those plastic waste separate, and we should ask for recycling it. Okay, we should insist on the recycling that. We must minimize the use of plastic and support the environment friendly drives. So now in Kolhapur, or especially in the Maharashtra, or rather we can say in India, there are so many different drives are being conducted to reduce the plastic. Especially now in Kolhapur, there are so many hotels are not giving plastic containers. Okay, they provide you the paper containers, or maybe tin like foil containers is being provided to you. At the same time, the small markets like vegetable vendors, or maybe even in the Star Bazaar sometime, uh, instead of plastic bags, now we could find the paper bags. Okay, the best solution for the plastic bags, we could find the paper bags. Okay, at the same time, even from the small vendors, we can expect cloth carry bags. Of course we can do that. So we should support that. We must support that. In the beginning, when this drive was taken up, it was around about 5,000 rupees penalty in case if someone find a carry bag, someone find a carry bag carrying a carry bag with him. That time it was really really very difficult. We thought that it is just impossible to live without those carry bags. But nowadays we have become very much used to it, that we know that we don't get carry bag out. So what we do is we carry the bags from home. Rather we expect some kind of a cloth bag from the people around there. So we must support these kind of drives instead of just blaming the government. So that's it. We had finished the topic, that is synthetic fiber and plastic, in this manner. We will be discussing exercise, but before I discuss the exercise, I just expect you all to revise your exercise, see that whether how many questions you can easily write, how many questions you can easily solve. So find that and be ready with your answer, so that when we discuss the answer, you become very much sure shot, or very much confident that yes, you know this topic now. So that's it for today. Thank you so much. Bye bye. See you tomorrow.